Hello, hello. Let's see if we are live. No, actually. We are here. You can hear me, guys, now, and you're gonna be seeing me right now. Hello. And I can hear myself as well. Beautiful. How are we doing? We're back on track now. It's crazy. It's crazy. Has been a while. Has been a long while. Let me pull up the chat as well. I'm gonna be looking at the chat to see your messages and to see how you guys doing. Where are you connecting from? Actually, it's has been 5 months. Actually, I just researched it, and yeah, obviously still quite nervous about always making lives, especially actually because of all the technicalities, I will say, since the Wi-Fi was giving me some troubles before. But we're good now. Seems like it, at least. And we're gonna be talking about Emirates today. Obviously, we have some important things to go over. Because, yeah, as you can see from the title, number one thing basically that people do wrong for the Emirates Open Days that actually get people ruled out and not continuing to pass over until the final stage, and even after reaching that, getting rolled out. Anyway, so it's being exciting. Yeah, let me see if the chat is working here. Perfect. I'm the only one typing, yeah, and let me know if it's working properly for you as well. I mean, we're not too many now. Yeah, I haven't been posting in a while, so that's a big trouble, let's say, for YouTube, because now it's not being pushed at all to anyone. So that's why I put a notification on Instagram as well. But okay, so there's number one thing, obviously, that hey, Aman, new to the channel. Okay, that's amazing. Love to hear you and to see you here. That's awesome. Yeah, like I've noticed that. Hello, Alberto. Okay, now I can see the chat. Perfect. Like not even my other YouTube channel, like where I'm not posting, but I didn't get my own video recommended. So it's crazy. But yeah, you can see me good as well, right? Hopefully, yes, and not getting paused too much. Even if I can see that I get a little bit paused. Let me see if I need to be switching onto another connection. Okay, let's just roll with it with this, and then you tell me if it's bad. Actually, bear with me. Yeah, because connection is quite bad. Let's see. I'm back. Okay, perfect. All right, let's jump into this one, because there's many things that actually are important to be kept in mind for the Emirates Open Day. There's the CV that you send straight away, but then there's also the things that you should be keeping in mind whenever approaching the recruiters and whenever starting the group activities as well, and also the final interview. There's things that we need to kind of start even before that, and thinking about what are the requirements to be applying first, because the tattoos are a non-negotiable thing that are a must to be kept in mind for applying to Emirates, and so without actually that one cleared off, there's no point to even consider to be going to the Open Day. And I would suggest you to not even go, because it's a little bit of a waste of time if you know you have tattoos that would rule you out, that perhaps are on your arms or invisible areas anyway. Yes, you can actually hide it as well, but this is not going to be good for the long run. So that's something that I would recommend to avoid. Then let me actually let me reduce the quality. Perfect. Oh, wait, sorry, I think you see me weird now. Hold on. Oh, that's not a good frame rate. Okay, perfect. Now I'm better. Okay, so they should be seeing me smoother as well. And so before wasting time and going to the open day, like, you want to prepare properly. So first thing to do is check that your tattoos are compliant, if you have any. The height is that at least 160 centimeters, and at least that's the minimum. At least if you're 161, 162, that's even better, so at least you're on the safer side. But one of the most important things, obviously, is the reach. Okay, we know that. These are things that you just need to check in order to just be on the safer side, because there's little you can do. Even if I'm actually making some research on how to be having some control over that, because there's some people that say that are increasing the reach, and they have proven to be increasing the reach and also the height. So apart from this, then we arrive at the open day, and one of the biggest things that might be coming up, which is kind of one of the most dangerous things, is the being nervous. Feeling nervous and feeling really stressed about the situation. It's definitely normal, but can actually play a very negative impact onto the recruitment phase. Okay, so you know that, and this can be actually one of the biggest things that will determine if you're gonna be passing or not. And I'm diving straight into this one, and later I'll be giving you some chance as well to asking any questions if you have any, and you can drop them already. So I'm actually now getting used to being live again and not having any response, because in these months I've been having many calls actually, where I was having interactions, like talking, and now not having an interaction is like, okay, so how do I approach this once again, But so yeah, you can drop the questions already regarding anything about the open day. But yeah, so there's a good amount of things that we can be talking about, the specifics of the group activities, what are the specific activities that you should perform. And this number one thing that I'm about to tell you, which obviously you kind of know it, but perhaps not at the degree of importance that it's actually present, is going to affect all the activities, which is the mindset and you being relaxed. Obviously, it's kind of almost an obvious thing, but I've been speaking just yesterday with a guy that here in Dubai has gotten accepted, and one of the most common things that he's seeing as well amongst the other people as well that are accepted, that have been accepted in Emirates, it's that they almost didn't even care that they were gonna be accepted or not. Obviously, with this is not that I'm saying you should be not caring about getting accepted or getting rejected, but there's some psychological tricks that you can play on yourself, in your mind, which is the same thing that I've done at the open day, where then I got accepted straight away. So with this, the fact of being very stressed, it's gonna prevent all the good things that you can do at the open day and the good answers that you can give, because you're gonna be tense, you're gonna be kind of closed in body language, and not feeling at all relaxed, and not actually having the correct mindset to be giving the best answers. So it's not only on how you appear, but also on how you answer and what are the things that you say. You're not going to be performing good with the answers. Then the recruiters are not actually looking only for the answers that you give, like if it's correct or not, even if it's kind of important. But the most important thing is that you are confident in the way that you speak. So the thing that I've done at the open day, and I cut straight to the chase so that it's straight to the point, and it's that we want to be having the option B the plan B, instead of having Emirates as the only thing that there is in our world and in our future, having a plan B that is going to be even better than the plan A, which is Emirates. So let me actually share the screen a little bit. Let's do this. Let me try to put the screen. Yeah, why not? Here. Why not? Okay, so we know mindset, it's super important, and that's what we're talking about. Okay, so the pen is not working, actually, even drawing. There we go. Okay, so there's plan A, that perfect, it's Emirates. We know it. And this is by all means what we really want to have happening in life. But having the plan B, and you need to make that one up, basically. If this plan becomes even better than the plan A, then you're gonna be very relaxed. Like, it can be, okay, you know what, if I'm not gonna be taking an Emirates, I could be becoming an actress or an actor, so that's I could become an actor. I mean, maybe it's super silly, but find something, or maybe, like, I'm gonna be playing the roulette or the lotto and becoming a millionaire, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna give you actually real life examples. So the plan B that I had was to travel to New York and try to live there. And at that time I was living in Canary Islands, in Tenerife. So I was having the open day there, and I was like, okay, perfect. I mean, I have a good amount of money saved up, and my main plan was to continue saving money for going to New York City. I wanted to try to live in US. With that, it was obviously without a deadline, so I didn't set a fixed date. And in this amount of time, obviously came Emirates in the way. Funny Emirates, it's just ruining things up. And obviously at the open day I was like, okay, that would be cool. I knew little about Dubai and about Emirates itself. Actually, I researched a few days before, actually a couple of weeks before going to the open day, and it was kind of fancying me now, the idea to go to Dubai. But I noticed that whenever I was there at the open day, at the very early stage, didn't even enter the room, I started to get quite nervous. So I was like, oh boy, starting to feel palpitation, like now, basically starting the live, basically. But yeah, so with that, I consciously started to think like, okay, instead of having Emirates as a plan A, let's actually have the plan B with New York to be the best thing. Like, I don't, to be honest, it's actually better if I get rejected, so that I can actually go to New York City. And I knew that I was pumping myself up with that, even if there was obviously part of truth, a big part of truth there, because at that time I never went to New York. Let me see if I can widen the screen. No, but yeah, so I never went to New York or to America, actually, and so I was really excited about that. Obviously, then I figured out that New York was not gonna be a good solution, but this gave me, at that point in time during the open day, give me the tranquility that I needed to be like, okay, you know what? However it goes, it goes. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be relaxed and not worrying about however things will go. So that's what really changed the whole game for me, because despite being the only one, and I was the only one that was wearing a sweater, and I'm not kidding, I was the only one wearing not the proper things that were supposed to be wore at the open day. It was also a different point in time. Okay, so I can tell you that now, if you would do this and going to the open day in a sweater, that would be very bad. Yeah, let's be honest with that. Quick pause. I can see it from the chat. Okay, I wasn't looking at that. Hello Azar. Hello Nela. Nice to see you here. Hello Ali. Good. I'm good. I mean, I don't know if anyone asked how I was doing, but maybe, let me take a sip of coffee. Just a quick question. Can you see actually the question? Yeah, perfect. Just a quick question. Actually, the first one from Aman. Okay. Can we have beard in Emirates? No, you cannot have any beard here. You can just have mustache. That's the only thing that you can have. But to be honest, buddy, I would suggest to avoid having any beard at all, including a mustache, whenever you go to the open day, so that you're the cleanest. That's better. Quick question about how to start your work. Would be great if you could answer this now. Yeah, I can answer this. Why not? So that have a variety of the things that I'm talking about, and then I come back to the New York topic. Went to an open day last week on Sunday. Unfortunately, got out during group task. Okay, so you got an email say, yeah, you can apply after 6 months. Is there a way to apply earlier with a new email? Okay, so it's actually, let me tell you a little secret. Okay, I've heard that there has been a guy, and it's the only situation that I've seen, that have gotten accepted with another email in the account. However, it's the only guy, and I don't know this guy, okay, is from word to mouth. So by being the only one and by not having kind of known that person firsthand, I cannot guarantee that it's possible, but I can guarantee that you can be ruled out continuously if you apply earlier than the 6 months. There has been a specific, like just a couple of days ago, I was speaking with a guy in the actually in the community on crewlaunchpad.com. And by the way, I'm making the app as well so that it's easily accessible on the phone as well. It's gonna be launching, being available in, I hope, this coming week already. But yeah, you can already sign up on the community on the website for free, obviously, so that you can interact with me and with others. So this guy was texting me there and telling me I keep on applying, but I keep on getting rejected. So I'm like, okay, first of all, how much time are you letting pass in between the one time? You know, I apply every 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. I'm like, dude, you know, that's why you keep on getting rejected. Because if you do it once and for some reason you slip through, if it's after 4 months, let's say, then you might be, but it's actually not, in my opinion, it's not worth the risk. There's only one situation where I would actually play this card over here, okay? And the situation is where you're 29 years old, and we know that there's a gray rule, which is not written black on white, okay? But there's a gray rule that after the 30th birthday, it might not be accepted anymore in Emirates. Other airlines have actually slightly different regulations, let's say, in terms of age. I've heard that there's people that got accepted in Etihad at 32, 33, some even 34, if I recall correctly. So we know that, but in Emirates, I've never seen anyone getting accepted after 30. Perhaps 30, I don't recall now on the spot, but 31, 30, nothing. So no one. So with that would be the only situation where I could suggest you, okay, if you're 29 and if you wait the cooling period of 6 months, you're going to be 30 or 32, 31, then by all means I would say, yeah, try, you know, with another email address. Otherwise, no. Wait for that, because they have you in the system, you know, so you're just resetting. Every time you go to the open day and you didn't wait for the cooling period, you're resetting the time that you need to wait. So let's say if I went in July and I'm going now, it's barely 3 months. If I go now, obviously it's not 6 months fully, but if I go now, I present myself and send the application online, the time will reset from today. So I need to wait another full 6 months. And there's no bueno, guys. So let's avoid that. That's my opinion. Azar, are you 29? Is that the case for you? Let me continue in the meantime. Hello, Nela. Nice to see you here. Hope to see your application with Emirates soon. That once you actually get the tattoo fully removed. Ali, what happened, bro? Come back to Emirates. Nah, thank you. I prefer... I'm on another stage. I prefer actually helping you guys and keep on doing my work. I'm doing many different things now. Way too many, to be honest. Way too many. So, yeah. Way too many. I'm focusing too much on many things. Yeah, it's something that it's a blessing. I love this, and I will never come back. I'm that type of person that once it takes a step, I'm not coming back. So, including in life, I mean, I can come back to a location. Obviously, doesn't mean that. Coming back to a job, I feel it more similar to a relationship. So no, it's not gonna happen. And I can mention like there's many people come back to Emirates, come back with your ex. I'm like, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Like these are nuts things. Obviously, coming back to Emirates could be making slightly more sense, but yeah, it's not happening. I'm telling you, even because I'm 30. So I mean, I didn't just turn 30. I'm about to turn 31. How crazy is that? Anyway, apart from this, no, I'm not coming back to Emirates, but I might be coming back to Dubai full time. No, just kidding. I mean, has any of you guys seen me on Instagram or not yet? Just saying, just saying. Because let me give you a little secret. I'm in Dubai now, so yep. Okay, perfect. So with that said, let's come back to what I was saying, since I don't see any more questions, but you can keep on dropping them there. Whenever I actually thought about that of going to New York is gonna be the best. Okay, I actually already see this. Everything changed because I was the only one wearing a sweater, and obviously this is no bueno. But somehow, even because there was a soft guideline in terms of the dress code, so it was actually a little bit better. I managed to get through, and I was actually feeling super relaxed about that. And so I kept moving forward. And I was like, oh damn, I'm moving forward, But at every stage, I was keeping my coolness. I can't help it. I'm a cool guy, But I was keeping my coolness possibly even more, because it was not gonna be a good thing if I was gonna let the anxiety and being nervous take over. So it's never good, actually. So it's never good. And so that was good. So that's one of the techniques that I've used to be really making a shift in having my mindset changed. And I'm not actually just telling you this because it seems good and it's nice to be talking about that. It's the biggest thing, and this is actually the number one common thing that I see amongst crew, that they almost didn't care if they were getting the job or not. I'm telling you. And somehow, obviously, there's so many people that it's not that you need to not care about getting the job in order to get the job. That's for sure not the case. But with that, it goes to tell you that the more relaxed you have, the more chances you have. Okay, and I'm gonna talk about at least one more technique that I have to getting you relaxed, so that you can actually make sure that you have the best chances. Actually, two techniques. Okay, but I can see you texting in the chat as well. Nela, do you miss Emirates? Do you want to come back? I mean, that's a good question because it's framed in a different way. Do I miss Emirates? I kind of do miss Emirates. But the plane environment only, and the crew environment, but not the company as a manager. Like one of the biggest things, the number one thing that made me want to be resigning and working for myself has been of not having anyone telling me what to do. That was the biggest thing at first. Then I kind of didn't care. Hello, Georgia. Nice to see you here, Georgia. Then I kind of didn't care if I was gonna get another. I mean, I kind of did, yeah, because there have been ups and downs. There have been a moment in time where I was like, okay, let me just get another job anywhere in a specific location because I wanted to, for example, make things work in a relationship. Yeah, I'm telling you this, straight honest. I was having that as a kind of, I don't care, I have a goal. Perfect. But so I do not want to come back. And by having guided, for example, multiple, but in specific, a girl that I've guided from the moment she was at the airport to go to Dubai, like stayed in contact full time, like non-stop, including arriving at accommodation, crying because the accommodation was sacking, being in the middle of the desert, then the first day at the mall, the first day at the training college, the whole training, and then the first flight, and then all the other flights. So with that, I've seen that, no, okay, thank you. I don't want to be going through the same process ever again. My chapter has ended, and I'm actually supposed to be the passenger. That's what I'm supposed to do, and I'm supposed to be helping you guys. That's what I'm finding a lot of purpose in, and I love seeing many people that have made it thanks to the information that I've shared, and it's beautiful. I mean, if you just tuned in, I've just met yesterday with a guy that is in the community on Crew Launchpad, and texted me there, be like, I made it, I got the golden call. I mean, he got it actually time ago, but he received obviously the date of joining, and we were staying in touch, and finally I met him yesterday here in Dubai. So that is awesome to see that in some sort of way I can be of inspiration and of help as well. And that's where I want to continue my journey with Emirates, kind of on the sideline as a, how can we call it, as the coach, on the field, to be like, go do this, do that. Okay, this is a stupid example, but yeah, you got my point. I do not, Sayar, I do not work at Emirates, and I'm not affiliated with Emirates. Like, it's not that I partner with Emirates, not yet at least, to help people join the airline. Yeah, you have your open day on Friday, Elisa. Are you Italian actually? Elisa Maddalena. Yeah, it seems like an Italian name and surname, but yeah. So that's awesome. You have an open day there. Where do you have it? Actually, I can look at the map and kind of figure out where you are. Okay, that sounds creepy, but apart from that, it's good. If you have any question, Elisa, just shoot it here as well, and I'll be very happy to reply to you and give you clarifications on any doubts that you have. Okay. Perfect. Or also on Instagram as well if we don't get the chance here. Okay, so Adzar, you're 24. Okay, that's good, man. Buddy, wait the 6 months. Like, don't blacklist yourself to be wanting to go earlier. Wait the 6 months and prepare. Actually, let's stay in touch, like I'm gonna be more present now on YouTube. I said it in the past as well, but I mean, as I mentioned, I come and go sometimes, but yeah, I'm here for the long run. So I'm making a lot of content as well on Instagram. I'm gonna make more and more here on YouTube. And so you can join. Let me actually drop it in the chat as well, the link where you can join the community. Where is it? Register. It's for free, obviously. Crew Launchpad. Let me see if it's the correct link, so that there I'm giving actually more resources. You can download already the CV template. Okay, you can already download that inside the community, and an ebook as well. I just made a list of, and a full ebook actually of 30 pages or so, that where you can go to. Where is it? Okay, I'm just gonna be putting the community. Okay, it should be this one. Yeah, should be. Let me put it. Should be this. Let me know if this one works. Anyway, because I'm already logged in. So with that, yeah, there's an ebook as well that you can download for free. Perfect. Oh, that's amazing. You like? Okay. Any tip? Did I highlight this comment? Yeah, perfect. You got the golden call and moving to Dubai next week. Any tips? Beautiful. Okay, first tip is download a VPN. If you want a paid one that is for that is really good, I would suggest you NordVPN. However, if you want a free version of a VPN, I would suggest you Windscribe. this one here. And this one is a free one, and you can use it up to 10 gigabytes of navigation. I would suggest you that because you might gonna be needing it for video calling your family, just to mention one thing. And it can be very helpful. So that's hello Arif, I'm doing good, man, thank you so much. And so other things, so number one, download a VPN. Number two, get an eSIM. It's a suggestion, not a must thing to do, but it's definitely a good suggestion, because if you have data as soon as you arrive at the airport in Dubai, you're gonna have an easier time adjusting already, because no connection. I mean, we're kind of dependent on internet connection nowadays. When I joined Emirates, back in 2016, obviously, I didn't have the chance to get an eSIM, and let alone actually Wi-Fi connection at all for the first days, maybe even longer actually for the first week. No, I mean, then I got a SIM card properly, but yeah, not straight away. So I will suggest you to be using either Airolo or Saily. It's another one. But I would definitely suggest you Airolo, and you gotta be doing these things before actually arriving in Dubai, because in Dubai you cannot purchase an Airolo eSIM. You cannot. If you have a plan already, you can top up, but you cannot purchase a new eSIM. Okay, and including the VPN as well. Like, you might not be able to, and I say I might because maybe you have some workarounds. But you gotta be playing a good amount of workarounds. So I would suggest you go get a VPN as well, an eSIM, and pack for all seasons. The fact of, obviously, we are entering the winter now, and you would pack. I mean, obviously, you already know that Dubai is warm, so you're already packing for all seasons. Yeah, so I think there's no need to highlight that, even if whenever, back in March or April, there was this person joining, this girl joining, that was telling me what should I do as well, and I told her, like, pack for winter as well. Like, no, it's summer now. I say pack for winter, because gonna be traveling all over the world, So funny enough, first roster, even if it was June, July, whatever, or actually even earlier, I think, it was. Actually, no, over the winter. I mean, I don't remember exactly which month, but yeah, it was Russia. So sure enough, it was cold, and needed to buy some more winter clothes. So that's third thing, to be packing for all seasons. Pack light, to be honest, because there's everything here in Dubai. So don't think that, I'm not gonna find this, I'm not gonna find that. I mean, there's a good amount of things that you're not gonna be able to find, like the specific ones, like Popo cream from Australia, just to mention one. Even if I've seen it here in Dubai, to be honest, I think once only. I don't remember where, but so I'm not gonna be seen a heart there. I think it's from the Aussies. And so that's tip number 3, pack light as well, and pack for all seasons. Let me think if there's something else as well. No, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's that. Fourth thing, have a good amount of savings brought to Dubai, because for the first 2 months, you're not gonna be having much of a salary, just the basic. And having some savings can actually save you. That's why they call it like that. Such a funny guy. Okay, well, once I get rolling and not nervous anymore, so funny. Anyway, so my pleasure, Nina. My pleasure. Can you go to Qatar Airways? You mean me or who? Who can I go? I mean, I could go to Qatar, but I mean, Qatar, I've never been, to be honest, to Qatar. I haven't been yet, but I think it's not my cup of tea. Yeah, I have many friends in Dubai, for example, so I think Dubai could make more sense than going to Qatar. Like, going to Doha, like, it's a new life completely, so I don't know, I would prefer Dubai, to be honest. How about if you're 22 years old and have only 1 year of hospitality experience? Then it's good. Yeah, it's good, Charlene. it's a good the requirement. You have it, like the minimum is 1 year. Then if you have 1 year and 1 month or 3 years, it's kind of not super relevant. There's a whole other series of things that come into play. How you are, like how you respond, how's your presence, how's your confidence, how do you reply to people, how's your communication, how many languages do you speak, and so on. There's a whole list. Like we could stay here for hours talking about this. So actually that's why I'm breaking it down into different lives as well. And yeah, so that I think that's good. Beautiful. Okay, then Arif, if you could apply to Emirates again today, what would you do differently? That's a very good question, Arif. Amazing. Okay, so what I would do differently, I mean, from my own open day, the thing that I've done that I would definitely do differently nowadays is to be dressing up good, like being sharp. Sharp, but not ridiculous. Okay, not to be like not for a wedding, even if it's for men, it's kind of basically the same thing, but yeah, maybe the color choice, I wouldn't go for anything extravagant. I would just keep it simple, keep it plain for a black color. Obviously, if you have other colors, it's good as well, as long as it's professional. So that's one thing that I would do, dress up that's the thing, according to the picture that Emirates has for how you should be dressing up. I would just follow that, like hair by hair, detail by detail, as simple as that. If I would do anything else differently though, at my open day, actually, I mean, I think I've done pretty much everything good, because I've been proactive. I've been kind of giving hints of leadership, which is good. Which is amazing. Not overriding others, but hints of leadership is really good. And yeah, so that's the number one thing that I will do, just dressing up differently. Yeah. And like, no wonder I got accepted from my own open day. So, but I could see actually the things that other people were doing wrong. And let me tell you actually the number one thing that I've seen people doing so wrong that got them ruled out basically so surely. And that thing is in feeling lost. Feeling lost like birds in a pool of alligators. It's one of the worst things that you can do to yourself, because obviously that comes with how stressed you are. And that's why I emphasize a lot calming yourself down. And I'm gonna still need to be mentioning those two techniques, which I'm gonna go into right now. So feeling lost and being lost, I've seen so many other people, like during the open day, not knowing where to go and what to do. Even if the recruiters were saying, okay, let's divide each other in groups. And people are like, just looking. I'm actually making a little bit of fun, as well. But yeah, like, grant me that one, please. So the thing is, like, come on, like, on board, you cannot be just waiting for I don't know, the sky to come down because the plane is going up, But I mean, you can do that, but you need to be proactive. You need to be showing that you're switched on. If you're not, the recruiters are never gonna choose you, because if you're sleeping, standing up, like, I mean, you might as well not be there, At least there's one person less to be getting off board if shit comes down, sugar comes down. Yeah, I shouldn't say any bad word. Yeah, so yeah, you gotta be proactive, gotta be really switched on. And with this, I would give one of the obviously quite practical tips and things that you want to be doing well before the open day, which is practicing breathwork. Actually breathing through the nose, hopefully not like my nose that is so broken, and it's not broken, but with so many faults that I cannot breathe properly, so that I have the band-aid at all times. If you see me with that one, that's why I kind of took it off for this live. I was like, okay, let me actually look like a normal human being. But yeah, doing some proper breath work And practicing that one well before the open day can actually give you a technique that you can practice during the open day as well, when you're gonna be feeling really nervous, perhaps. Okay. And like, it goes without saying, like, breathing, it's vital for you to relax yourself. It's one of the first things that you can do in order to calm the nervous system down. Okay. So breathing, really important. Deep breaths, and make sure that you breathing constantly as well, not to just be like, and not small breaths, like expand your lungs and your chest. Okay, with that, that's the second thing that I want to mention, and which is the other technique that now I need to be kind of remembering back again. I should have written it down. Let me take a sip of water in the meantime, or coffee actually. And let me remove this question, okay? That thing, yeah, it's not coming to my mind now. What is the other technique that we can be doing? So yeah, breathwork. Okay, that's the other technique. Yeah. Okay, so well before the open day, months, like from this moment onwards, like regardless of the stage where you're gonna be going to the open day or to the invite-only event, sit down. And I was speaking just with one of you here before on Instagram actually. I shouldn't be mentioning the platform as well, because the platforms don't like each other. But apart from that we want to be sitting in a quiet space, alone, in silence, for, it would be good, 10 to 30 minutes. Obviously work it up if you are not comfortable in doing that. But the reason why you want to be doing this is because you want to be closing your eyes and visualizing how you're going to be during the open day. Make the scenarios up as well. Like, obviously, if it's the first time that you go to the open day, you might not know how things develop and how things are gonna be unroll, if that's the correct word. So you can make things up, obviously with the videos that you have available on social media as well. You can see some of the events and how they look in terms of the visual clarity on how the room looks, how people look as well, so that when you visualize, you actually are able to picture that and play the roles in your mind. Literally, you see yourself arriving at the hotel, walking the lobby of the hotel, greeting the recruiter, just saying hello, and reading the name on the tag of the recruiter, saying hello to the other attendees, and then you're gonna be doing the check-in on the phone. How are you feeling in this moment? You're noticing that you're a little bit nervous, but then you're calming yourself down with a hand on the chest, mindfully, doing a deep breath and continuing feeling relaxed. Then you walk into the room and you continue play this scenario in your mind with the outcome that you wanted to have. Don't let it spiral into the negative sides, because we're so used to having this played out in this way. Be like, okay, but what if the recruiters does this? Then what do I say? And what if they tell me, oh my gosh, I need to go out of the room because I said it wrong, So we're actually very good in falling onto the loop of the negative patterns. So let's break out of that. You need to be noticing whenever you're actually entering that loop, and break that circle up, and replacing it with the positive one, replacing it with the outcomes that you wanted to happen. A good thing that you can do before actually starting the visualization is writing down what are the goals and the achievements that you want to see happening from the open day, from this visualization as well. Perhaps the visualization you're doing as well, it's not on the open day, but it's on the final interview that has been scheduled perhaps the day after of the event. So with that, you want to be playing actually the whole, and I can suggest this to Elisa, since you have your open day on Friday, you have 6 days of proper visualization and manifestation practice. And if you don't know like some things, whatever, you can text me on Instagram as well. Happy to help you. Okay. And with that, You want to be having those things written down on a paper so that during the manifestation, if you're actually not sure what type of outcome you wanna see from that, just open your eyes quickly, read them, and continue. Okay, this is mind-blowing in the way that this one works. It's so powerful, and there's 3 elements actually in the program that I'm building now, so that I don't have to go through these things like day after day and talking about the details, because I cannot actually keep up with all the messages. I have still the request inbox to go through and to reply to some of you. So yeah, I'm building actually a program where I'm actually talking about these things, and I put a proper lesson in the program, a video lesson in there, which is manifestation, and it's gonna be released possibly this week as soon as the app is out. It's gonna be released with the app. Okay, but it's the manifestation program. What I mentioned is that there's 3 elements. The first one is having a specific desire. I want to be accepted with Emirates. That's is as simple as that. I get the golden call. And actually, even more specific, 3 days after the event. So, for example, if you're having the open day on Friday, on Monday, I get the golden call. That's the specific desire. Number 2 is having a strong emotion associated with that. And let me actually even show it on the screen, actually, so that we are on the same page with these. And let me remove... Let me remove all these ones. Okay, so number 1, let me try to remove this. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. So number 1, we said it's to specific desire. Okay. Number 2 is a strong emotion. Actually, let me do, specific, so that if you take a screenshot, emotion strong. Okay, and so let me actually tap on the emotion. If you were thinking about the specific desire, which is the one of getting the golden call on Monday, the emotion is excitement. It's outstanding excitement, so that you feel super passionate about that moment. You feel like, oh my gosh, I'm getting accepted. That's awesome. And you feel at the 7th sky, and on the 9th cloud. Woo, the first time I used this term. On the 9th cloud, you feel. That's the second element. The third element, is anyone able to guess it? Let's see. Who can guess the third element? Let's see. 7 seconds to type it on the chat. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. I don't see it yet. Okay. The third element is faith. And I would add unshakable faith. I'm still looking at the chat if anyone dropped it, but no. Okay. An unshakable faith. This is the third element that we want to have, so that you have a specific desire with a strong emotion associated with that, and you know that somehow you truly believe that it can happen. Like, I know I can get that golden call. I know the universe, or whatever you want to call it, God as well, is gonna be helping me in getting that one. Yes, it will happen. Perfect. These 3 elements combined, guys, are mind-blowing. They are so powerful. And I tell you a little story, actually. I've applied these 3 elements. Oh, actually, it just got updated, the chat. Damn. So there's a bunch of messages now. I can see Arif Action said, okay, that was not the one, but good. To be honest, good try, good thing that you mentioned. Yeah. So with this, I'm gonna be reading the chat now. Okay, there's a lot of you. So okay, let me actually read the chat first, and then I'll tell you a little story about that. So you heard, Sayer, that the airline is toxic. Do you know why? Makes you nervous to work. I bet it does, actually. Let's just say that it can be a little bit intimidating, and it's not necessarily toxic, but there can be people that are not making the work environment the best. And a specific detail about it is kind of the reporting with each other, and and the fact of wanting to go on power trips. It's something that is actually real within the company. So I've always wanted to stay out of dramas, but even with that, I mean, I got in a couple of troubles with Emirates, in Emirates, not with Emirates, with people that were wanting to just run power over others just because they were seniors. And if there's no reason for that, I'm not gonna just stay quiet. I'm sorry. I'm for honesty. I'm for truth. So if you're saying something that is not correct, I'm gonna be, hey, respectfully saying that, hey, this is not correct. And some people cannot accept that. Some people are like, no, I say this, so you should be staying quiet, otherwise I offboard you. And sure enough, this purser like removed me from the operation of the door just because I was highlighting that he was not right. That's crazy. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But with that said, I mean, where are you not finding people that can be toxic? Like, find me one workplace where you can find no one that is toxic. I can find you one, actually. Working by yourself. That's why actually I resigned. And you know what, guys, I leave it to you. You can work in Emirates. I've done my part. I've done my part. Now I can help you join. But yeah, I have a different kind of series of goals as well that cannot be achieved if I stay in Emirates. So yeah, that's why. But I would suggest you, like, don't let it stop you from that and making you nervous. Like, just go by your way, do whatever you're supposed to do, work-wise, to meet the standards, especially safety-wise. That's super important. And then apart from that, you're gonna be good. As a man, we can be staying out of drama a little bit easier. I mean, if I'm assuming I'm assuming your gender by your name. Yeah, this is something that you don't hear much in Dubai. I'm so glad about this Dubai situation. Anyway, so apart from that, let me see. Chalani. If I pronounced it wrongly, I apologize for that. Chalani, in your country, they're taking only one or two. It's really hard to get in. Where are you from, actually? Which is the country that you're talking about? Yeah, I don't know that. If you can tell me where actually I could be agreeing with you. I think your name, it's towards Asia, the continent of Asia. Is that correct? If that's the case, there might be a lot of people applying for sure. So in that case, yeah, I can totally agree with the fact of having it hard to actually get in. Let me see if I can actually update the chat. Where can I see? Here, actually, maybe I can see it from here, the chat. Let me see. Okay, from here. Okay, now I can see Arif. Trying to understand if timing really matters. Oh, wow, I lost a few messages. Wait, hold on. Thank you so much. That's very kind. Okay, I love that. Yeah, I can see that I'm getting stuck as well. Thank you for being patient with the video that is not super smooth. I set the quality of the video too high, so the Wi-Fi is actually not being the best. That's the cons with traveling a lot. I don't have a fixed Wi-Fi like I got in Italy back at the beginning of the year. But yeah, so let me actually pull up the question of Adzar. Let me see if I can pull it up from here as well. From here. No, where is it? Where is it gone, the chat? Oh boy. The pop-up chat disappeared. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. Pop-up chat. Okay. Here I have it. Perfect. Perfect. Oh boy. Okay, here we are. In your country, no, I still see that one. Let me see. In your country, they're still taking one or two. Let me go in order, actually, okay? And then Nela, do you... but it changed the overlay. Wait, hold on. It changed the number of the chat. Let me refresh it. Let me see now. Okay, now perfect. Okay, do they take cabin crew experience like plus for the person on interview, or not really care about the previous cabin crew experience? That's a good question. They do actually consider that, and they do take it into consideration. It's something that they should be asking, or at the open day at the beginning. Actually, it's something that they might be asking openly. Is there anyone that has worked already with Emirates, or that has worked with other airlines, or currently working with airlines? And that's the chance where you can actually saying it out loud. And depending on the recruiters, you might be even needing it to write it down on a paper. So it's something that they keep in consideration, for the better or for the worse, depending on the airline. Yeah, that's the situation. But overall, for the good, yeah, because you already have experience in the airline industry, like in the aviation industry. So yeah, you're good. Sorry for your question earlier. It's okay. What I meant was, if I create a new profile, okay, or go to an open day in a new country, how would they know I got rejected in another country with my old profile? Okay, good question though. Like, a good to clarify. Your name is still the same, so somehow, if the team at a certain stage sees that you have applied before, like either if you apply online, okay, open day, it's actually a little bit easier. Okay, open day, it's a little bit easier because perhaps it might be kind of missed by the recruiters in that moment. And you still do the application online though, at the open day as well. So yeah, that's those kind of things as well, that from my side I can tell you the specifics because I don't know them, but there's the team also in Dubai that checks these kind of things, checks the applications. So yeah, like for sure, if you're applying online for an invite-only event, I think there's so fewer chances to actually go through, where at an open day can be that you have slightly more chances to actually, infiltrate yourself even before the cooling period finishes. Okay. Yeah, you wait for the 6 months. Makes sense, yeah. My pleasure. Last June you got rejected, Nishan, after the second group discussion. What do you think that has been the factor that you did wrong, perhaps, that got you rejected? Like, was the group as well that was a mess, or you said something wrong, or you didn't talk enough, or you talked too much, overriding others? Let me know if you spotted what was your take on that. One more question. From our experience, would you say applying in December makes more sense, or in January usually a better time to apply? Interesting question. So the thing is that thank you, MSK. Appreciate you. Good to see you back, man. Good to see you back with your donations. I love that. I missed you, man. And so yeah, I think in December, I mean, it can be good, obviously. Okay, so with these timings, with these periods of times as well, for example, December to January, they can be making changes. Obviously, from the old year to the new year, I would be, keeping in mind that might be having things differently, and can be the cooling period that gets longer or shorter, depending on the situation, or they reduce the amount of the open days. That's also something that obviously happened in the past. So what I would say is, actually, don't consider that. because the way that they decide who gets in is not relevant to the time of the year, but rather it's if you're actually making it through, if you're a good candidate or not. Because recruiters do not have a fixed amount that they need to hire for specific open days. Like, they do not have it. And if you heard others saying that they do, it's wrong. Recruiters said we do not have a fixed amount of people that we need to take, as long as they meet the requirements. So with that said, I would say just go whenever the cooling period has passed and when you feel that you can get yourself the best chance. Okay, obviously, for example, if you know that there's an open day that is a month after and is going to be closer to you compared to traveling to Japan for getting to the open day, I would suggest you perhaps go to Japan. Because that's an interesting other detail. But yeah, I would say obviously perhaps wait for when they are closer to you, so that you can I don't know, save more money. Maybe you can. What can be another thing? Making sure that you arrive on time, which is arguable, to be honest, if that's the right place. And it's one of the most important things that you want to keep in mind, okay? That you want to be arriving on time. What I can tell you is that the best thing is actually in booking the hotel of where Emirates is hosting the open day. As simple as that. I mean, I'm not gonna get into examples, but I can tell you that many have struggled with with arriving on time because of that. And so that would be more expensive, but definitely worth it. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So that was my answer on to that one. Yeah, no, timing doesn't actually really matter. Yeah. Let me see on the. I was seeing messages that I'm not seeing here now. Talking of the love. Amazing. Adzar, back to my last week's open day. I feel I did well. I just don't get why I was rejected at group stage. 4 or 5 of your teammates, including yourself, got out. The other group 5, 6 got through. So I would actually, take the chance to say that perhaps your group hasn't interacted well enough. Yeah, as simple as that. So I would actually replay the scenario in your mind on what has been kind of an important factor that made it actually not go super well. Okay. And let me see, actually you sent another message, or did I read the whole thing? The group got through, yeah. You have 4 years experience, that's good. You are in contact with Emirates already, that's really good. I mean, if you're not skinny, but you're mentioning that body weight, is it, let's be honest, and this is not to shaming anyone, it's just we want to be objective on how many chances do we have, and if you need to work on that, because that's one of the things that they look for. They want someone that is fit. They need someone that is fit, or not necessarily fit, but someone that it's not above the average body weight, basically the BMI, and that is not even below. Like both, it needs to be in a range that it's fair. There's not a fixed amount of the BMI where people need to fall under, but you need to know that you're actually not only on paper that you're good, but that you look good as well. We could call that discrimination, which arguably could be, but at the end of the day, it's also part of safety concerns, same thing like with a firefighter. If a firefighter comes and needs to pick up people from the burning house that is collapsing, needs to lift people up to get them out because they fainted, I would rather have a fit firefighter rather than 150 kilos guy that eats donuts from morning to evening, you know. I mean, I would say that you would agree with that, right? If you don't agree with that, I don't think we have the same mindset in common. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, I would evaluate what's your current situation and giving yourself the best chances to make sure that you are on point so that, you know, you can make it. And I believe in you guys, you can make it through. It's a mix of mindset and physical presentation because actually, I mean, we know that Emirates, above many other airlines, Emirates look for a good presence, a physical presence. We know it. Can't deny it. That's why we love Emirates as well. Like the biggest point, the biggest benefit with Emirates is the crew. Like it's worldwide known that one of the best things about Emirates is the cabin crew that they have. They make you feel good, and the actual customer service as well. They are competent thanks to the trainings as well, and the vibe of Emirates. I don't know, the red and the golden. It's a beautiful combination of colors. So yeah, that's why actually I changed my my profile picture as well to red because it looks good. Perfect. Yeah, I think that there's other messages that I'm not seeing from here. So let me come back in the chat. You see, yeah, there's more that I'm not seeing. That's crazy. Oh no, I've seen the message of Nela actually. Perfect. And Nishan, in my group discussion, I think I've done my best. I didn't talk too much, but I think I didn't speak confidently. That's a good thing that you highlighting to yourself and here now. So yeah, that's can be definitely one of the reasons why both you and other people in the group didn't make it through. Because I mean, if you didn't talk too much, it can be not that it's a bad thing, you know. It shouldn't be a deal breaker that you didn't talk too much, but the things that you say need to be said in a confident way, and you need to be efficient with what you say. As simple as that. You know, we can be running mock-ups, a mock-up as well in the future. That's something that I have in mind. Most likely I have it in mind for the community, and obviously I'm not gonna be hosting it on YouTube, but I can tell you, yeah, on the community space here, that's where I'm gonna be notifying you whenever there's a situation to run this kind of situations as well, and mock-up scenarios, so that we can play these scenarios together. Perfect. Okay, guys. I mean, I need to, I said that I was gonna mention an example, which was regarding what? Regarding the three elements: desire, emotion, and faith. Crazily enough, when I was in Emirates, one of the situations in as a crew is that the standbys were giving you the opportunity to get flights that any kind of flight, you know, people that were calling sick for the flights were leaving an empty spot on the flight, so it needed to be filled in by another crew. So the standbys were those moments where the crew was kind of on duty, either in the airport or at home, and those were the moments where you could be called for any flight. So I wanted to go to US. I wanted to go to San Francisco. Or actually California, let's be honest. California, San Francisco, or LA. And I was aware of this technique, and I was just like reading about it in the past days. So when I entered and started the home standby, I thought about that and tried that. So long story short, I fell asleep after practicing the three elements. So I pictured the specific desire that was to go to California in that night. actually, or the day after, because it was over the night at the standby. But most importantly, that I was going to be deadheading as well. So this means that you would not operate on one of the two sectors, and on the other one you would work normally. But this is beautiful because we actually often are traveling in business class, which is no-brainer. Like who wouldn't want to travel in business class? So going to US, to California, one of my favorite places whenever going on layovers, and that heading as well, like not working on one of the sectors, that was amazing. So that was my specific goal. The emotion was super exciting for me, so it was not very much needed to fake it. I was really excited about that. And the third element, fate, I was like, okay, I know I can be called for Californian flight. I can be doing that. Yeah, that's good. Or even like any flight in US. Obviously, I was having the specific desire about California. Long story short, again, I get called somewhere 6 in the morning or even earlier. Sure enough, San Francisco flight. So I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. Actually, I do believe that. I was mind blown. And before the agent of Emirates was dropping off the phone and closing the call, she told me, by the way, you're actually deadheading on the way going and you're operating on the way back. I was like, what are you even telling me? Like that was crazy to me to comprehend. And that was simply beautiful because it just got real, the situation of me actually having those elements applied and working. So what happened actually, it didn't finish there, because I knew that I was gonna be in business class, but by checking the flight load, I saw that the flight was full. So if the flight is full, especially in the business class cabin, then you're not gonna be traveling in business class, but you can be obviously in economy. So 16 hours in economy, that's not the type of flight I wanted to do, you know. So I was like, okay, let's keep the faith. Yeah, let's keep the faith. Yeah. So I arrive at the airport. I go to the gate and they give me economy class ticket. I'm like, oh boy. But I'm like, no, let's keep on manifesting in this way. Let's try. Let's go for it. I have faith. It can happen. I'm not in the airplane yet. We didn't take off yet. Let's do that. Oh, guys, sure enough, I arrive at the gate, and I don't ask anything. The employer there, the employee, rips off my boarding pass and gives me a business class ticket. And in that moment, that meme, it was me in that moment, like crazy. And I got obviously then I flew in business class with Emirates for 16 hours to San Francisco, and I was paid for the for half of those hours. Like, how crazy was that? So that was one of those scenarios where I really understood consciously that these three elements of manifestation are actually really working. So it's just a matter of really believing that things can happen. Yep. Okay, guys, let me see. Tsar, body weight is just normal in range. You handle Emirates Airline in UK. That's good. That's good. Okay, similar body type, probably slightly chubbier face. Your fit in general. Okay, actually, the face is the main thing that you see whenever you are at the open days. So, yeah, I would say let's fix that, because if you would be having more belly, then who cares, you know? Like, it's not seen. they don't go check the belly, you know. But if you see it actually here, I don't know what level, you know, what grade, but it's obviously very visible. So I would be kind of working on that, okay, so that you can give yourself the best chances. Perfect. It's and then I see fit in general. It's either due to my chubbiness or my group was just terrible. Okay, the fact of the group as well definitely can be a big reason as well. Okay, but yeah. Now MSK, I'm in Dubai now, guys. I'm in Dubai, crazily enough. Anyone else in Dubai? Who's in Dubai now? It's strucking, sir. What's strucking? Let me see. Let me pop up the chat once again. Let's see if I can get the proper. Any other question that you have, guys? Because I have talked about the main things that I wanted to mention. So mindset, really, really important. You gotta be relaxing, gotta be chilling. Take a chill pill. Nah, just kidding. But yeah, it's really important to relax and to, feel confident and feeling calm. That is going to be the biggest differentiator, because even in the group activities, for example, like for you, Azar, as well, during the group activities, if you feel like the group was horrible, if you are relaxed, then you are going to be saying the right things, and you can actually even take yourself out from the group, from the mess that is happening. So obviously there are some ways to do that, but it's so much easier to do that whenever you're a bit more relaxed and not letting emotions run over you, because that's the worst thing that can happen, because they will see it. The recruiters will see that, so don't let it happen. Obviously, don't let this stress you even more. You just gotta be practicing that, the confidence that you can be the one. You can be the one that they will choose, because you are the right candidate. So go for that and be confident with your capabilities. I'm in your heart. That's good. Love to have you here, man. It's not so much space here. No, just kidding. But yeah, glad to have you and all the other ones here. And yeah, guys, has been a pleasure. 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's good enough. And yeah, so I'll be seeing you here on YouTube again quite soon. I'm super busy these days, so I'm gonna be working on the next videos. And yeah, if you want, you can stay updated on Instagram as well. You can also join the community. Yeah, Tony, go ahead. You can join the community as well on Crew Launchpad. I moved actually the community. It was on Sensorlance before, but I feel like, I don't know, why not having it on crewlaunchpad.com. I love the name, to be honest. I prefer to have it separate there. Yeah, so there you have it. In the meantime, that Tony is typing. And yeah, so what else? Yeah, making the app as well, working on the app. Let me show you the app, actually, if you're curious about it. There's going to be interesting stuff on this one. Obviously, there's a community here, okay? There's me, other people, and there's gonna be the program launched soon, okay? Now, I'm telling you, there's gonna be, there are already, just whenever it's released, AI tools so that you can interact, not only with me, but with tools that already are trained by me. And for the current crew, there's gonna be the layovers as well, layover tips. Is it gonna focus? No. Okay, that's good. It's not supposed to see that. Just kidding. Yeah, layover tips. So yeah, these are the things that I'm working on. So really, really busy, but loving that. I don't see your question, Tony. Let me see from the chat here. Actually, I see it in the YouTube studio, but I can't highlight it. Why did I break up with my ex? I mean, because things were not working anymore. So I mean, you reach that point. So there's a whole series of things that I could be mentioning, but we were not meant to be with each other. So as simple as that. And I've heard that she moved on well, which is good. I'm happy for her. And separate ways, that's just the way that it's supposed to be. Like, was it yesterday or a couple of days ago, or someone texted me on Instagram being like, fight for her. Like, are you kidding me? That's crazy. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So I mean, I fight what's worth being fought for. I let it sit there, Tony, you missed the behind the scenes. Yeah, that's good. I mean, behind the scenes as a crew, it's not gonna happen anymore because I'm not a crew anymore. So it's it's not gonna be able to see more behind the scenes. But life wise, I'm gonna be sharing more videos. I want to be keeping on telling stories, so that's good. I'm gonna have fun with that. And okay, missed the behind the scenes with you too. Yeah, not gonna be seeing any ladies anymore for a long time here on the channel. Not gonna bring anyone into the channel for a while. Yeah, even if I would start or get into a relationship, which it's not gonna happen anytime soon. But yeah, I'm thinking, will that happen? Will I show her as well? I don't know. I mean, too early to talk about that because I'm not there yet. Because I have so many other goals that I have. So that's what I wanna focus on. Because otherwise, I mean, I've actually neglected myself for a long time by being in a relationship, and I lost myself. So obviously, it's a cliche term, lost myself, but I really did. I wasn't myself anymore. So yeah, my gosh, I'm so grateful for what's now. Like really, like I cannot believe that I've actually stayed in a situation that was not supposed to be kept for the long run, and I stayed for that long. Yeah, and it wasn't beneficial to any of us. So yeah, for the best that we separated. That's good, amazing. I don't know where is she. I don't care. I don't search. The only information that I get from her about her is from you guys that you comment or you send me DMs. So that's why I know these things. But yeah, I don't care, to be honest. I mean, I'm not there like other. To be honest, there's some guys texting me like, "Oh my gosh, come back with our fight for." I'm not that desperate, guys. I'm not. It's something that came for a reason, the fact of a breakup, and things happen for a reason. So instead of kind of thinking, "Oh my gosh, what if, what is that?" No, I don't have what ifs. I just have, okay, what's next then? About what's next? And there's a quote that I've heard actually the other day on videos, which was saying something like that. If God or the universe removed you from the presence of a person that you thought was so special for you without wanting it, without knowing that was going to happen, just imagine the person that is going to give to you. I mean, that was really good. That was really an interesting perspective, even if I'm not looking for someone. And to be honest, the situation out there in relationship-wise, it's messed up. It's messed up. There's a mess. So the more I actually see what's happening around me, the more I'm like, oh boy, I don't know if I want to get into a relationship. Hey James, hi baby. Come va? All good. I'm doing amazing, buddy. Thank you. I'm in Dubai, actually. I'm in Dubai. Yeah, true. I didn't notify anyone. I mean, from Instagram, you can see that I'm in Dubai, but yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm back. I'm back in town for now. At the moment, yeah, I'm spoiling my location big time, but yeah, I'm gonna be releasing more videos actually in the coming weeks, so that's good. And Tony's saying, because in the cargo video, I thought I saw her. Nope. I don't think so. In the cargo video, nope. No. Cargo video was me by myself. Me, myself, and I. And yeah, because these were all videos, even the one with her, like, were all videos that I shot. So yeah, I shot even multiple other videos, which, to be honest, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna share on the channel because it was also during the 2020 lockdown situation. So yeah, obviously they're not relevant now because you don't. I mean, you see that we are with the masks, with the apron, and the crazy times actually, because I was flying during the pandemic. Is it a video that you would like to see? I mean, tell me if it's interesting. I could make it. I could share those clips. But yeah, I just thought that maybe it's nothing to be sharing because maybe not super interesting since, yeah, that, I don't know. Yeah, since it's not a pandemic anymore. If I would have shared this straight away, maybe it was interesting. But yeah, I was still in a company. So, nope. Alrighty then. Okay. Let's see, James. Wow, you're here. Yeah. Must sprint someday. Yeah, that's good, man. Let's do that. I seen that in Mirdif, actually, there's a crazy gym, which is called Oxygen, close to Mirdif, isn't it? Yeah, anyway. But yeah, would be good. Let's get in touch, man. Text me on Instagram so that we can stay in touch also. And perhaps we can meet for a spritz or whatever in the next foreseeable future. If we get to be doing that, will be good. Let's see. Awesome. And Tony, going to Denmark again. Your surname Eriksson feels Danish as a surname, so it makes sense. Going to Denmark again. Actually, for the video that I made. What do you mean with that? No, I'm not going to Denmark anytime. If you meant me, no, I'm not going to Denmark anytime soon. Yeah, I'm not. Even if I have a couple of friends that said come over. But yeah, it would be fun. It would be fun, to be honest. Denmark, it's fun for sure, especially Copenhagen. Yeah. Yeah, let's just close it there. Let's not get into the details, but yeah. Funny stuff. Amazing, guys. Okay, the one part of was the second part of the behind the scenes was actually going to Denmark. Yep. The Copenhagen, the behind the scenes too. Indeed. Perfect, guys. Has been a pleasure seeing you. I'm gonna be closing the live here. Hopefully next time I'll be managing to get a better internet connection. I don't think so, but yeah, perhaps lowering the quality of the video so that it doesn't lag. I mean, I'm seeing myself good. It's not too bad. Okay, that's amazing. Thank you for joining in. I'll be making more lives in the future as well. You're from there, Tony. That's good. Amazing. I'm gonna be making more lives. Actually, I'm organizing the alternation in between videos and lives. And you know what, guys, would be awesome if you would want me to talk with any of the crew as well, like the crew that are on social media, because perhaps you have seen on another platform that I posted that I was having a podcast with others. I mean, I shared that podcast clip and asked you if that's something that you would want to see on the channel. And it would be awesome to see if you have someone that is in Dubai that you would want me to have as a guest. Then perhaps I could be starting to, see if things are manageable and having a chat together with those people. So yeah, let me know. You can, even if you have enough time now, to leave it in the chat here or in the comments. Actually, can be even better so that it remains there. Okay, that would be good. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Nishan. I appreciate you guys all. And yeah, all the tips that I can give, I'm grateful, actually. I'm happy in sharing those ones. More to come soon. And as always, guys, take care and stay blessed. Peace. Ciao. Arrivederci.